Hello and welcome to a new video. I am Nibir Ahmed from Ecstasy, and today in this video I'm going to explain how we can implement Laravel's Eloquent Orm to WordPress. So it's interesting, right? Yeah, it is. So why we need this? Why we need this Eloquent Orm, and what is this thing? What is this? And how we're going to do this? So let me give a short briefing. Eloquent Orm is a tool, or it's a really good feature which we can find on Laravel. So there we can run complex queries without writing any SQL. So without writing any SQL, we can run multiple or many complex queries. So that's a very huge benefit. But in WordPress we can see that we are not stuck, but there is a cool system which is WPDB, but sometimes it becomes overwhelming when we have to work with many databases or many queries, and it becomes a not really but a little bit of difficult. We face some difficulties over that. So we're gonna implement Eloquent Orm on our WordPress. So what I have done previously, I have made an menu page, admin menu, which is here. I have named it on my company's name, Ecstasy, and here we can see 4 buttons. So we're gonna operate a CRUD operation with Laravel's Eloquent Orm, and here after that this page is coming from this PHP file, and here are all the buttons, and these are handled from here. Add data, show data, update data, delete data. So if you want to know how I've done this bootstrapping, so you can knock me up. But now we're gonna focus on the Eloquent Orm. So to do that, first of all we need Composer installed in our system, and then what we have to do is install a package which is from a very brilliant person whose name is Tarek, the co-founder of WeDevs. So we're gonna need this Composer package. So what we will do is we will go to WP content, and from that we'll go to the plugins folder, and from there we'll go to our plugin folder, and we will write Composer require the package name and dev-master. It will be installed in just seconds. Here it's installing. And yeah, it's done. So let me close this up, and now we will see that here's a folder on the vendor folder, and there's a file called autoload.php. so we have to require this. So I write require once, and here vendor folder and autoload.php. So my IDE is very intelligent. He have done this work for me. So now let me refresh and see. Yeah, there is no errors. So now what we have to do is, let me create a table, and let me name it WP underscore, let's say cars, and I'll give ID. And one thing we have to focus, not on two things. We have given WP underscore. So what is this? So this is the prefix we can see on every tables on WordPress. So we have to maintain that, and then this is the name of our table, and I have given an ID, and the word is, the ID name is on capital letters, sorry, and I will make it auto increment, and I'll give the name, make it varchar of 255 characters, and I'll give the displacement it is just an example. And then the price, yeah, so the price should be integer. Yeah, so we're good to go. Our table is created, and now let us operate a add operation. So to do an add operation, we have to take the DB instance. So we can see this instance, if I press enter, it will import this for me. So you have to do this as well, as my IDE has done it for me. Then I have to write table as Laravel, and then I will not give the prefix, I will give only the name, cars, and I will say insert. So what will I insert? I will insert a name. Let me call it BMW, and then I will insert a displacement, let's say 1500 cc, and I will also insert the price. So let's add some zeros over here. Let me beautify it. So what I've done is I have taken DB instance, which is database, and I have chosen the table cars and insert some data as an array. So fingers crossed. Let me here click this button, and here it's saying added. So if we refresh over here, we can see our data has come. Let me add another one. I'm doing it manually. Turbo, and save this, go back and press add data again. So we can see the data is added without writing a single query, not query, SQL. So it's really simple, right? And it's a huge opportunity for Laravel developers to come and make some WordPress plugins here, which will be very easy as it's on the same code base. And now I want to show the data. So to show the data, we again have to choose the table, cars, and I want to find, and here I have to give the ID. So let's say I want to fetch this ID 1. So I give 1 and I keep it on a data variable, let's say row, and let me var dump it. So what I've done is I've selected a table, and then I'm fetching the row with ID 1 and keeping it on a variable, and then I'm dumping it. So if I press on show data, we can see the data has been fetched. Even we can fetch a single column, let's say name. So I've got the BMW, and let's say the ID is 2, so Mercedes. Easy, isn't it? And now we can do anything. So let us update a data. Let's see the first one. So to update, what we have to do is we have to do the same thing. We have to take the table, cars, and then we have to say where. We have to find the row. So where ID equals to 1, so I'm fetching this one, this row. So from the table where ID equal to 1, please update the row for me. And what will you update? So please update the name as BMW updated. Yes, that's it. That's only it for updating. So what this piece of code will do is it will select the cars table, and it will find where the ID equal to 1 and update it as name BMW. If we want to update the price, we can do so. Let's say this. So 2 fields will be updated. So let me come back and click on update data. Updated. Let us refresh over here, and we can see the be updated, and also the price has also been updated. So it's really cool. The last thing we have left is to delete. So let's say we're going to delete this thing. So let me copy this part, We have selected the row and just simply say delete. Yeah, and nothing more to do. If I press on delete data, here we can see our data is deleted. So it's really simple, isn't it? If you want me to show the entire process or how to use WordPress plugin as a use on MVC pattern, and also if you have any question over this, so feel free to knock me or comment under this video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.